Hello everyone, and welcome back to Best English Podcast YouTube channel. So glad you are joining me once again. This is your host, Sophia, and I find myself incredibly excited to be spending a bit of time with you. Now, I know what you are thinking, the big question that everyone is after: how to become fluent in English. You know, the term fluency does not basically refer to perfection. It does not mean that you should suddenly speak like any other native English speaker. Instead, there is much beauty in that word wherein it refers to making true connections with others, where you can share your thoughts and ideas without having to feel limited by the language. Fluency is understanding and being understood. Oh, such beauty when it happens. So, if you just began your journey in learning English or have been at it for a while, the gap you want to leap toward truly is fluency, and you have just arrived at the right place. Today, we will discuss some pretty practical and down-to-earth ways to make that happen. Shall we get started? Number 1. Finding your why and setting sail with goals. First things first, let's talk about your motivation. Why do you want to become fluent in English? Is it for travel? To create ties from all over the world? For your career? To watch English movies and read English books in their original form? Take a little time to think about this. What is the force behind your drive? Because knowing of your why is akin to placing a compass on your journey. It will keep you going when it gets a bit tricky, and believe me, there will be tricky moments. That is absolutely normal. Once you keep that clear in your mind, let us set some goals. Instead of going off a vague goal of, I want to be fluent, break that down into smaller, manageable steps. What would you like to attain within the next month, 3 months, maybe even in a year? For instance, in place of just becoming fluent, you might say, I want to confidently order food and have basic conversations in English while traveling in 6 months. I want to understand most of the dialogues in my favorite English TV shows without depending too much on subtitles in less than a year. I'm going to learn 5 new useful English phrases every week and give them a try in conversations. See the difference? These are concrete, feasible things you want to actively work on. So, grab a notebook or use the Notes app on your phone and jot down a couple of goals for learning the English language right now. What do you want to work towards? Pause to let the audience think for a moment. Number 2. Make your own English immersion bubble. Then just so we can finish with the topic of setting up an atmosphere of English all around you. I know, not everyone has the possibility of living in an English-speaking country. That is absolutely fine. One can create an English immersion experience right there. Like your own little English language bubble. Come to your routine. How can you sprinkle more English during your rough life? Where to start? Put everything inside it in English. Phone, computer, tablet, swap all the language settings around. It could feel strange at first. You'll be amazed at how you start picking up some vocabulary within time by seeing English around you. Bring some English sounds in. Enjoy the sounds of English. Sing along with the lyrics. One of the best things ever podcasts. Choose topics that sincerely interest you, a bunch of different talents: cooking, history, comedy, and more. There are literally thousands to choose from. And you are doing great by listening to this one. Smile and voice. Make your English screen enjoyable. When there is any movie or TV show playing, make sure to select it in English. Then make sure English subtitles are on. This helps link the oral language to its written form. When you grow confident, see tough programs without subtitles, the feeling that you understand everything in those programs is priceless. Nothing a day spent reading anything is. That something could be a news article, a blog post on a topic you enjoy, or at least a page or two of a book. Start with articles that are easy enough. Later, move to much harder themes. Do not worry about understanding every word. Instead, get the main idea. 3. Actual speaking puts in all those scary moments. Putting on the big speak show is the scary part for many learners. Feeling nervous or shy about speaking English, an option because of early forgivable errors, is normal. But this is where I tell you, speaking is something that is really essential if you want to consider yourself fluent. Study those grammar rules, and if you want, study lines and lines of vocabulary. But, without coming out into the open and practically using the language, reaching that comfortable fluency will be much more difficult. To put it into a proper metaphor, it's like learning to ride a bicycle. You can read all the books on the subject, you can watch all the videos available on the internet, but you will not really learn until you get on a motorcycle yourself and start pedaling with wobbles and instances of falling on equilibrio. And there lies the way to learn and become skilled. So how can one actually speak more? Here's how. Remember, talk to yourself. Seriously, this is a great way to practice without any pressure. Describe what you are doing, thinking, and seeing around you. You will be surprised, but you can have imaginary conversations. Find language partners to exchange languages. There are so many online platforms that let you come in contact with native English speakers who want to learn your language. You can help each other out in practicing the speaking part, and from time to time, you can call it a beginner's friendship from all over the world. Join a conversation group or class. This will provide you with a structure and will aid you in concentrating on being able to speak English. Record yourself talking. Odd at the beginning, but once you get used to it, it is really good. You will be able to listen back and identify points you want to work on, pronunciation, flow of your sentences, etc. Do not fear making mistakes. This is very crucial. Everybody is making mistakes while they're teaching a new language. That is a process. In fact, don't let yourself be discouraged. View mistakes as ways to learn and grow. Every time you make mistakes and grow through them, you are closer to fluency. Number 4. Tune your ear. The importance of listening skills. Here we come to another crucial skill, listening. Think about it. How can you hold a conversation if you do not understand what the other person says? Improving your listening comprehension is one of the essential steps to fluency. The following activities will help you improve your listening skills. Listen actively. Do not simply let English run in the background. Concentrate really more on what you hear. Try to hear individual words, get the main idea, and note the intonation of the speaker. Have variety in listening materials. Accents, speed of talking, and nature of content will differ. News reports, podcasts, interviews, or audiobooks, just keep varying. Don't hesitate to repeat. If you did not understand it once, hear it again. And again, if you have to. Sometimes you will catch a new word or phrase every time. Take notes, if it helps. Notes will help you focus on retaining important points if what you hear is complex, like a lecture or an interview. Number 5. Building your word power. Vocabulary that sticks. Building a strong vocabulary is like building a large toolbox. The more tools one has, the more things one can do. How can one effectively build English vocabulary? Learn words in context. Instead of merely memorizing long lists of unrelated words, try to do so whenever you come upon them in sentences or real-life situations. This will allow you to grasp how they are really used. Keep a vocabulary journal or a vocabulary app. Whenever you find a new word, jot down its meaning and an example of its use. Review these words and use flashcards to stimulate your memory regularly. High-frequency words. They are words that find frequent use in English. By learning them, you put yourself on strong footing, as it will allow you to understand and communicate quite well. Read, Read, read. We stressed this point earlier. Let me just do so again. Reading puts you in contact with countless vocabularies in various contexts. Use a thesaurus. Once experienced, try to consult a thesaurus for alternative words, that is, words having similar meanings, so you can vary your expression more interestingly and creatively. Number 6. The grammar underpinning, knowing the rules, without letting them rule you. Now, let's discuss grammar. Fluency is not about perfect grammar all the time. However, an understanding of basic rules does go a long way in enabling you to shoot from the hip and talk with clarity and conviction. Think of grammar as the language skeleton. It stands for structure. You do not need to become a grammar expert, but knowing a little about sentence structure, verb tenses, and some common grammatical patterns will certainly be of assistance. Finding a grammar resource. Plenty of excellent grammar books, websites, and apps exist. Find one that you consider clear and well explained. Regular practice. Try to complete grammar exercises and activities to consolidate your grasp of the rules. Consider grammar in real-life English. Whenever you read or listen to English, notice consciously how grammar is used. Do ask questions. If you are uncertain about a grammar point, then ask your teacher or language partner or look it up. Number 7. Making it your own, focusing on what you love. English should be fun. Learning becomes much more effective when you are interested in and engaged in something. The motivation to keep learning lasts longer. Think about your hobbies and interests. How could you tie them into your process of learning English? Watch English language videos about your interests. If you enjoy cooking, then watch cooking shows in English. If you like gaming, tune into gaming streams in English. Participate in online communities in English. Whatever hobby interests you, search for online forums or social media groups discussing that hobby in English. It is an excellent way to share interests and practice English simultaneously. Read English books or articles about your interests. Whether it is sports, history, art, or anything else, look for English material on that. Number 8. The mindset of a fluent speaker. Confidence and patience. Finally, let's discuss the mindset. Becoming fluent in English is about more than simply knowledge of grammar and vocabulary. It requires adopting an appropriate mentality. Be willing to wait. Language learning is a matter of time and effort. Some days you will feel like you accomplish nothing, and it is okay. Never give up. Keep working on it, and you will see results soon. Celebrate the progress you've made. Acknowledge how far you have gone and appreciate even the tiniest steps of progress. Reward yourself for your success. Have confidence in yourself. Believe in your ability to become fluent. Remember, millions of people worldwide have learned how to speak English successfully. So will you. Fear not making errors again. We have discussed this before, yet I emphasize it again. Errors are crops on which we learn. They show that you are willing to give it a try and provide the eye-opening feedback you require. So embrace those errors. There it is contralaterally, my recipe for English fluency. English fluency is a journey, not an event, and a journey filled with fun occasions for discovering. And remember, consistency is the main thing. Whether you can dedicate just 5 minutes every day, make it a point to engage with English somehow. Most importantly, have fun. Enjoy the journey of learning, and have fun connecting to this wonderful language. Currently, what are the biggest challenges for you in English learning? What are the things that have really worked for you so far? I would seriously like to hear about your journeys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today on the Best English Podcast. I really hope these tips will help and encourage you. Remember, you've got this. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep working toward your goals. If you liked this episode and found it helpful, please support us with a like. If you are not yet subscribed to Best English Podcast channel, hit that subscribe button now so you never miss an episode filled with more tips and tricks to help you master the English language. I can't wait to read your comments below. Share your experiences, challenges, and successes regarding English learning. Together, let's build an awesome community of English learners from around the globe. Till next time, keep speaking, keep listening, keep reading, and most important, keep believing in yourself. Signing off now is Sophia, wishing you the very best on your English journey. Goodbye for now.